Hi there everyone and welcome back to another very exciting chess game from 2016 from Moscow, Russia. So in this chess game we have two strong Russian chess grandmasters. With the white pieces we have Vladimir Fedoseev and his opponent was Dmitry Bocharov in this chess game. So Vladimir Fedoseev is a young and a very strong Russian chess grandmaster. I think his rapid rating is around 2730s, which makes him one of the top 50 chess players in today. But this chess game was played in 2016 and Fedoseev is right now representing Slovenia, I believe. So let's see what happened in this chess game. This is a pretty exciting chess game. So e4, we have the Sicilian defense and we are going to the Najdorf territory. Bishop to e2, e5, knight to b3, bishop to e7, and both players castled. So developing the pieces and then developing the bishops, and knight goes back and defending the e-pawn, queen to c7. And in this position there are some tactics such as knight takes, bishop takes, knight takes, and then queen takes bishop. So queen to e2, defending the bishop, and knight to c5 and adding one more attacker to the e-pawn, so maybe pushing the pawn comes to mind. But in this position Fedoseev played wisely, rook from f to d1 and we have rook over. Well, if capturing the pawn, then knight takes, bishop takes, knight takes, and then bishop to d5, skewer, and this is very bad. So we have rook over and then it is white to move. Well, eliminating the knight, after queen takes on c5, we have knight to f1, remaneuvering the knight, and then b5, bishop back, capturing the pawn and activating the rook, and the rook is in the ball game. Bishop to c6, rook over, defending the queen, and then knight to e3, a6, and this is, I call this position as one of the critical moments of this chess game. So black is advancing from the queen side, but white is immediately and directly going for the throat with pushing the g-pawn, g4. And maybe black underestimated this attack in the king side, and black played queen to b7, and the engine says this was not a good move. Maybe in this position pushing the h-pawn to h6 should have been considered, but even that move is not very good. Actually white is better in this position, but after queen to b7, g5, full steam ahead. So knight to d7 and then it is white to move. What would you do in this position? White has a very strong move, and according to the computer chess engine, that move was the strongest move in this position. Okay, I hope you have seen rook takes on c6. Not rocket science at all. So queen takes, and maybe in this position bishop to d5 is expected, skewer. But if a bishop to d5, maybe queen to a6. But in this position white played even stronger move, and knight to f5 after sacrificing the exchange and threatening to capture the bishop, forking king and the queen, and bishop goes back. So very impressive chess actually by Fedoseev. If a rook over, actually he had to make a decently deep calculation. Then we have queen to h5 and black is in big trouble. How to defend now? So if g6, forking two pieces, maybe knight check comes to mind, but white has a stronger move, and that is bishop takes. So if king to h8, then the black king is not going to see the light of the day. It's all over. And if king takes, then check, and this is also all over, of course. And if king to f8, then queen takes on h7, and how on earth are you going to be able to defend the checkmate threat in this position? It's all over. So this is why, not bishop to d5 after the exchange sacrifice, knight to f5, stronger move, attacking the bishop, bishop goes back, and then queen to f3, did you see the threat? Well, black played king to h8, and if something like a4, what would you do? It is very simple. It is white to move and win. The move is knight to h6, of course. If capturing the knight, check and checkmate. And if moving the king, then we have capturing, and how to defend actually. There is no defense if capturing the knight or capturing the bishop, queen to g8, checkmate. Unbelievable chess. If bishop to e7, so defending with the rook. What would you do again? Queen sack, of course. And smothered checkmate. As we see in one of the chess games of Henry Ernst Atkins recently, if you are following some of the chess games of Atkins, beautiful smothered mate. Okay, so queen to f3 and threatening check. So king to h8, there is no check, but not defending this pawn. Knight to h4, and black can't actually defend this pawn. We have knight to c5. If defending the pawn, then knight to g6 check, only move, and then checkmate. So very simple tactics actually, but very impressive and beautiful and eye-opening for improving chess players, for people who's trying to improve their tactical understanding. So okay, this is why relocating the knight, and you can't actually push the pawn, of course. So this diagonal is looking very dangerous. So knight to c5, but simply bishop takes on f7, capturing. And did you see the threat in this position? Of course you did. We have queen to d7 and defending on h3 with the queen. And black is a little bit desperate in this position. So let's play actually in this position. After knight to c5, we have bishop takes on f7 and queen to d7. So in this position, let's play a very silly, extremely silly random move. Then we have, of course, knight check, and this is the only move, and then getting checkmated, of course. So this is why black is defending with his queen, but this move is not defending. Fedoseev played another smashing move. Did you see the move? Of course, knight to g6, and what else? So okay, I mean, black is defending on h3, and after capturing the knight, which is the only move, defending on h5, but Fedoseev played a move, and black resigned. The move was bishop takes on g6, and that's all she wrote, because this time this clears h5 square for the queen, and how to defend the checkmate threat. There is no defense. So, okay, black is defending on h3, but not on h5, and there is no sensible defense in this position. So king to g8 doesn't work because of queen to h5, and the computer engine is suggesting some silly moves just to prolong the game, queen to g4 or something. But I say bishop to e7 and checkmate. There is no defense. Okay, so I hope that you have enjoyed watching this chess game, and I hope to see you next time. Stay safe, take care, and bye bye.